Oh God. Okay.
Because Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
It's the hook man. It's the sling slasher, the hash slasher, the slish.
I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the?
With one new day,
Oh.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
All right. Open the
A lot of
book.
this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
The house. Oh. Oh. What is that?
I lived
On my
here until I
necklace.
was
Whoa.
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Whoa. Do you see that up there? Is that the house? Holy moly. This is so cute. Is that a mailbox?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh God. Foreclosure?
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's my brother Lewis's funeral.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Do we want to go right or left? Right or left? Let's take the scenic route. Oh, that looks dangerous.
The truth is,
This is kind of eerie.
even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh, she
But now I
inherited
have
the
questions
house.
about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Pretty.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I like the crunchy sound. Crunch, 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 crunch. I don't want to say it, but I feel like I'm pregnant. Maybe?
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
That does not look safe. I'm scared. I'm scared.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Missing Milton Finch. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Wait, she's 17 years old? Wait, she's 17 years old? And she's pregnant?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay. This is a nice looking house, though. It's kind of cute. It's like a fairy tale almost.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
That's the swing set. That's the swing set. Nothing about this house is safe. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait, really? Oh, okay, we're crawling. We're crawling through the doggy door now. Okay,
Crawling
okay.
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Everything looks normal so far. A car.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Whoa, that's a lot of
But instead of
dishes.
a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh,
Like how only
nice.
one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
What
Or
is
how
that?
after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Recipes, apple pie.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh, so they left in a hurry. What is that? Edie?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh my god, they were trying to put her in a nursing home? That's
It was like
terrible.
a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
The wine spilled, but... I know this place stinks. Like, where are the flies?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, it does
Even the
feel like
fireplace
it.
had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
So, there's an original house? Whoa.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest
Barbara?
of the house.
That's so creepy. What is that behind her? A monster?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I wonder what happened that night.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh no.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Every Finch who's ever lived is buried somewhere in the library. Whoa, it's like taped shut. Like you cannot get in here no matter what. Alright, alright.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
People.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Wait, this is such a cool room. I hate the ocean, but
Lewis told me there were secret
it would've been
passages,
so
but I
cool.
never believed him.
Lewis told me there were secret passages. Oh, there we go.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Need a lot of space for this one.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Whoa.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Bedroom. Okay, so they lead to other bedrooms.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
What was that? Whoa.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here
Molly?
before my mom sealed the doors.
Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Whoa, why are we heading this way? The gerbil food?
was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay, back to bed we go. Alright.
My
Pumpkin.
Halloween candy was all gone.
No.
Mom, can I come out now?
She was
It's late.
locked.
Go to sleep.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, ooh, oh.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Whoa, that's so cool. Starfish.
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Whoa, what the heck?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm purring. We're not actually gonna kill the bird, right? We're just chasing it for the story, Whoa. I'm a cat.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in
make
the
it?
big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
How do I get there? Oh.
I gobbled her up.
Come over here. Oh. Oh, we
And
really
suddenly,
did.
I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Little teeth nibbling in the grass. Oh, this is so cool. Little teeth nibbling in the grass. Oh, I hear it.
Rabbits.
Oh my god.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I
okay.
flew off to find something bigger.
Damn, this kid is something else. Something bigger. Meow.
A mama rabbit.
No! Oh my god. Do I have to? Oh wait, I lost my chance. Oh. Okay, it's just for the story. It's just for the story.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the? Oh, this is so goofy. Oh my god. Into the
I rolled
water.
off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Whoa, what is that down there? Fish? Wait, how do I go down? Oh, like this. Oh, I hate looking at the ocean. It makes me nauseous. It's a little seal?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Not the fat, juicy seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Do animals have taste
I
buds?
grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Ooh.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Okay, so we're going for people now. We're going for people now.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Okay, we're going for people. That was quick. Oh wait, that goes around, huh? Oh god. Wait.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
That squishy sound. What if they see me? Oh, so he's so drunk? Whoa. I'm coming to get ya. Wait, can I open the door? Oh, there it is. Nom 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 nom.
I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
An old pipe. Ew. Not the toilet.
I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling.
All my stomachs.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, here's the entire family. Lewis went missing. Milton. Wait, who went missing? Lewis or Milton? I think Milton. Gus, Gregory, Dawn, Sam, Calvin, Barbara. Edie is at the bottom. Gregory, Walter, Odin. Interesting. What the heck? What if that's her?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
A lot of stuff here. Build 1937. Sven
When Edie told
Finch.
people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Oh, no.
She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. That's terrible.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. Edie gave a big interview about a moment man living in the Finch house. My mom was furious.
A moment living under the Finch house.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Is that Lewis? That's my brother, no? Yeah.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Oh, he put his house in the ocean. What?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Odin Finch.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so that's Sven. That's Edie. Oh, wow. This is like a museum.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ooh. Whoa. Pink, pink, pink.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Why is there a chair in the bathroom?
It was a pretty big trace.
The secret's in this bath. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
This is so cool. Calvin Finch. It's like photography. The mice in this house will be happy. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. Whoa. Very America. And this one's like very dreamy.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
The command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Command center. Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Woo-wee. Oh, he broke
My
his
brother
leg.
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Whoa, getting a little high there. Whoa.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Almost.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Okay, that's impossible, right? Isn't it impossible to go all the way around?
And maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Whoa.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Me too, but I heard it was impossible.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Hmm. Whoa. Butterfly. This house is so cool. What is that, a pumpkin?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara Finch, my friend Bigfoot. Oh, from the music box, right?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Afterwards. What is that? Penelope's? Seattle Starlets. Happy birthday, Barbara. Oh. What is that? Barb Street? Rated jobs increase. Worst blizzard in history.
Of all
Dreadful
the
stories.
stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Strange.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A
Ouch.
has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your
Ew.
basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So
Gaspity
Barbara
gas.
went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Is that blood? Is that blood?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
What the? Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate
Oh,
his
yeah,
family
okay.
10 years ago tonight.
That's his dad. Okay, his dad is making something. What is that? Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
Over here.
Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Okay, so it's Halloween. Halloween. Oh god. Okay. What the hell? It looks like somebody's falling over.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
It's the hook man, it's the sling slasher, the hash slasher,
Saw
the slish
hook man
slasher.
And was speechless.
Nah,
He was quite
speechless.
smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Oh god, I gotta get out of
Okay,
here.
Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
We gotta go out the window. The
She
wind.
thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Yep, totally.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
This game is so cool.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath,
Hello?
Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Sorry. sorry. Oh. That's horrible.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's horrible. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Calvin, Sam already went in this one. Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
No, it's just people that have passed away. That's
It's funny.
crazy.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Okay, rewind it, rewind it, rewind it. Just gotta keep winding, I guess. Oh, lordy, lordy. Laundry room. Van.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
No, I get it. I get it.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Whoa, there's electricity in this house still? Oh.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
What the heck?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
It's a lot of food. I know where to go for a zombie apocalypse.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
A monster?
Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
There's a monster in here? I'm scared. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
And Calvin. I thought Calvin flew off the swing set.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Especially the food. Aww.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a
Hmm.
month. Or a single week.
Or a
I'd be
single
happy
week.
with one new day.
Aww.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Are you kidding me? That is
I'm sure my mom was trying to
dark.
protect me.
Wait, what if I get run over by a train?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ooh.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
There's only one of
I
us
thought it was
left.
time I heard the stories for myself.
Me? I'm the last one alive?
And found out what happened to everyone else.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
But
die
now I'm
soon.
worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter. Is that a prisoner's hat? Oh man, this is dark. I see. So they cut off the train tracks. Maybe because the tides grew? I'm so confused.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
What is that?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Almost sounds like a goodbye letter. It's just
I think
very
the people
creepy.
in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
It is a pretty crazy house.
Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Wait, so I'm the only one left alive. Me, and I'm like 17.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, no, that's insane.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Chirpy, lurpy,
Three
verpy,
of the
chirpy,
gerbils were
burpy,
mine,
derpy, derpy
2 had been my
Jr.,
fault.
Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. Bailey. There's that one. Oliver, Bob, Christopher. That's a lot of dead pets. Oh my god.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly. Aw, because she was a cat. Only lived 10 years. Calvin, he wanted to fly. 11. Sven, the saw. Edie, Finch. What is that? Hub, knit. I don't know, maybe it'll make sense later. Walter Finch. Ooh, that is dark. Oh. He just wanted to see another day. Barbara Finch. The stars. He wanted to be a star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Was that Edie and Sven? And Odin with the house?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's the old house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's the old house right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gus, Sam, and Gregory. Gus, Finch. Gus and Gregory were siblings. Damn. So Odin and Edie had Walter, who then had 4 kids. Where did Gus and Gregory come from? Unless they also had Gus. And then Gregory came from Gus, and then Dawn. And then Dawn is Edie's mom. What is Sanjay? Oh, like Dawn and... No, wait, that's just not right.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Louis and Sanjay. Oh, there we go. Sanjay Kumar.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
What if I find Milton?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Oh.
I
Okay.
never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22 weeks pregnant. So she is pregnant. I knew it. Oh my god. I mean, I wouldn't have come, period. I would have given up already. America.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Whoa. That's a lot of hunting. What is that, a cat?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. Freaking bear rug. Holy moly. Is that a selfie?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Oh, I see.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
She's still
Okay,
reading.
got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Oh, what? Oh.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
I'm not a photographer, so this is in my best work. Oh.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be
We
fine?
have the internet.
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Like the fish.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
What is that?
That was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Oh.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Dawn.
Sit squared
Ooh.
up, elbows down. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try
This
not
is
to think
messed
about
up. Oh, is that a picture of him dying? This is so morbid. Holy moly.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay. Okay. Jesus freaking Christ. What is this? What is this? My allergies. My allergies.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Hmm. Baby Gregory. 1976 to 1977. Only 1 year. What the? And K.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
God. I'm a froggy. Boop.
Vaccination's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Boop.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Uh-oh.
I wonder
Divorce.
what he saw. What his world was like.
Boop.
He reminded me so much of Calvin,
This is cute. I like this.
lost in his imagination.
Oh. Okay, I have to get on the well.
I
Boing.
know how silly it sounds. That I worried about the baby being too
Boing.
happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I'm a baby. I won't understand anyways. Boing.
She could have told
Oh.
us
Wait a minute.
about the world he saw.
Mom.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Swim, little baby, swim. You're seeing it from a baby's perspective.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Put him up!
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Dude, she's speechless too. Holy moly. Whoa, this is like very hardcore. Almost looks military. Dawn. So Dawn is my mother.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Buzz?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
The wedding.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife.
You don't need a stepmom. So wait, is it Kay or is that a new wife?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Yeah.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Go inside the tent. Am I gonna get hit by lightning?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I don't like Sam. Oh, he was hit by
I
stuff.
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
That is dark as heck. Oh my god.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
He was a rebel kid. Oh, he was an anarchist. What is that? Bracelets? Race flag, 7:30 a.m. breakfast. Oh my gosh, he raised some very like military duties. Dawn, sweep trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, Sanjay. Oh, oops. I don't think I was supposed to do that yet. I don't like that sound.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, her father died.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
The scientific method: observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. To teach and to learn. Dawn Finch. Oh, she wrote a book. Edith. That's me, Lewis, and Milton. Milton went missing. What happened to Lewis?
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, you can go in. This is so nice. That's so sweet. Oh, he was gonna be an architect, huh?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Milton. Where is he?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, that's cool. What is that, a door? Maybe that's what happened to him.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Only months? Wait. Did he
Whatever
disappear
Milton had
inside
found
the
in
house?
Mom didn't want it getting out.
So there's something in the house killing people. This is not safe.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh wow, this is like a, it's like a boat.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Legalize marijuana. Oh, it's hookah. Video game. Well, he has everything here. A mini fridge. High school diploma. Whoa, he lived in a freaking boat. Okay, double monitor. The Red King stream.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly
Ooh,
sober,
what is
I
that?
believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Is that, what is that?
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
This is so cool. Dragon.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
This
He
game
took
is so
it very
cool.
seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
What if I cut my hand off? Oh my god.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Uh-oh.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made
The
a new friend.
doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia.
Lewis-topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
It's getting bigger though.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. held an election for mayor.
Lewis for mayor.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Lewistopia.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Oh, it's getting bigger. Yeah, it is. I can barely see now.
Minneapolis.
Oh, I can't drive. I can't
Until
drive.
one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Ooh.
The queen was on her own quest for...
Oh, wait. I want this one. I want this one.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
electric guitar.
Electric sitar.
Oh, sitar. Oh wait, don't miss it. You missed one. Oh, Lewis.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I can't see.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it.
Let me in!
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
He's running away again.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
It's fish blood.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh my god, he's gonna jump in.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Finch. Oh, it's his own. Yeah, that's him. What am I supposed to do? Wait.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow. Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Whoa, this one's strong. This one is strong. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, it's just a lot of packing stuff. Missing posters.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
On pink. What happened that night?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
Oh,
All
whose
that's
room
left
is
now was
this?
to tell you about that last night.
Edith?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
What's the
The
package?
power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Wait, is knowing the
I
stories
think
the
it's best
curse?
if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They
Wait,
called
isn't
it
this a tsunami?
the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Whoa.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
We're going to the old house? Oh my gosh. Oh my
I never
gosh.
thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Oh no.
I started seeing things.
The deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
What is that?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
What? This is a bad idea.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Gosh.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh my god, is this her
I
being
just want to
born?
meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now,
No. No.
things didn't work out that way.
No.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my goodness. Oh.